Pow! YouTube, what's happening? What it do? What it is? What it will be? Happy Friday morning to everybody out there. Salute from Nocturnal. Just getting up, about to head out, get about my day. First thing is first, I'm about to hit this gym. So I already had me a little bit of pre-workout and I had some creatine. But I woke up this morning and as you can tell, I just got something in the mail. I just got something in the mail. I just got something in the mail. That's some old school throwback 360 Jeezy, if you don't know. And I know you know who 360 Jeezy is. 360 Jeezy is a world famous barber who made his come up on YouTube. I used to watch him just only a few years ago when he was doing self cuts and self editorials on how to do his own self cuts, and the man has came such a long way. Matter of fact, as I thought about it, I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to put that on my bucket list to get the 360s cut by 360 Jeezy sometime in a lifetime. My first bucket list, especially when it comes to YouTube, to be all honest with you, is to go down to Texas and to get a training session in with Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers. That's right. But anyways, on to the video. I'm just waking up. When you first wake up, the first thing you got to do is brush and floss, people. And I got something in the mail. Nothing like waking up on a Friday and getting something in the mail. Excuse me. And I got to touch on this too. A little bit off the subject as I open this up. A little bit off the subject. But the first YouTube channel I clicked on today was Showbiz the Dope. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna take that man's trademark signature. But all right, man, look. And as always, I'm not trying to make this a habit. I promise you I'm not. But this is just how it is. When I watch Showbiz the Adult video, it's always like 99.8% of the video I agree with. And there's always just that 0.02% that I just say, what? Well, where did he come from with that? And I say, you know what, man? I just disagree. He just made a video that I just watched talking about Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao being the fighter of the decade. I don't know, man. Fighter of the decade. Mayweather beat Canelo and he beat Manny Pacquiao. But on the other hand, Manny Pacquiao, he did beat Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman in his 40s. Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao being the fighter of the decade. And he said it reminds him, which was a great analogy. He said it reminds him of Denzel Washington winning the award, the Oscar, for the movie Training Day over Russell Crowe in the movie The Beautiful Mind. Hence, he was saying basically Denzel Washington deserved the Oscar for Malcolm X, but it was like a lifetime award because, in his opinion, Russell Crowe gave a better performance in the movie The Beautiful Mind, when he was a mathematician genius with schizophrenia. They gave Denzel Washington, who was a corrupt cop who trained Ethan Hawke to set him up to get him out of a jam when he killed somebody in Vegas and owed the Russian mob some money and had to go back and rob one of his old street dealers that he had sitting on the back burner just in case he needed to get me out of jail free or get me out of getting killed free card. And he had to manipulate this whole day of training this rookie into taking a fall for him to get away with stealing this money, killing this guy, and paying off these Russian mobs so he could stay alive. Showbiz the adult. I'm gonna tell you what, I love the movie Beautiful Mind. One of my favorite movies. Matter of fact, The Beautiful Mind is a tearjerker. First time I watched it, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was like, oh man, the Beautiful Mind is a beautiful movie. I love Russell Crowe too in movies, but versus Denzel Washington in Training Day, I'm telling you, it's just something that's special and spectacular about the minimalist, the minimum amount. I mean, Russell Crowe had a whole movie. The guy's still alive. I don't think he died yet, but the guy was still alive when the movie was made. The movie was, it's just, all I'm saying is Denzel Washington took something that some actor would have had and could have flopped it, could have completely flopped it. He took that movie and did something that was magical with Training Day. Magical with Training Day. I can't quite put my thumb on it, but the way he manipulated that movie deserved award after award after award till this day. Now, segue into till this day. Deontay Wilder has the trademark beard with the braids. I'm gonna segue that into my video today, and I'm gonna try to keep it short and maybe pack it into the next couple of minutes, so this video is only about 15 minutes long. But I just got something in the mail, brings it back to this. Bow. Yeah. Hey, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This is me excited. I'm not as exciting. I'm usually just laid back and nonchalant. This is me excited. Let me open this up. Man, they wrap stuff up extra tight. Don't you hate when they send something that's fragile and it's packed loose, but then they send something that this small and it's wrapped up like it's worth $1 million? Yeesh. Okay, so Deontay Wilder trademark. Look at this. This might just make my day a little bit, especially for a Friday. Get that out the way. Once again, bam. Once again, bam. What is that? What is that? Ooh, yeah, man. I like that. That's just slick to me. Let's see. Ooh. That's just slick to me. Voila. Voila. Yeah. It's beard time. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, YouTube. Boxers. It's 8 minutes into the video. Boxers to beard or not to beard. Deontay Wilder has the famous beard with the braids, and when he was facing off with Tyson Fury was the perfect yin yang. Deontay, well, I don't know which one was yin, I don't know which one was yang, but they was the perfect yin yang combination. Two big giant 6'9", 6'10", you know what I'm saying, 270 pounds versus 215, 220 pounds. But we both have the big, the personality that just jumps out at you and grabs you and shakes you and say, wake up and pay attention. Both of them had that same kind of mentality. But what made those moments pop for me personally, what made those moments pop? What made them such a yin and a yang? What made them just perfectly look the face off? The face off. What made it the face off? The face, what was on the face made the face off. And what was on the face was the beard. You had the big Tyson Fury beard versus the big Deontay Wilder beard. I'm telling you, it was the beard. To beard or not to beard. You remember that fight? Who came in the fight? Shaved, freshly shaved. Not Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury came in with the baby face, and I was like, no, why'd you do that, man? And he hit the canvas in the 12th round. I was like, yeah, see what happened? I'm playing. No, I'm playing. But for real, to beard or not to beard as a boxer is the question. Oh, another real quick in the arsenal. Boom, because I'm letting my beard grow back. At one point in time, my beard was getting pretty impressive, and I kind of decided to take it down a bit. But just recently, I got inspired to go ahead and go back to this old school look, where I get a little bit more bulk. And in my repertoire, in my arsenal is going to be this new addition, which is a Viking beard. I don't know what's the particular. Striking Viking, the folding wooden comb. That's going to be in the repertoire. Some kind of beard oil. Right now I got this, but I'm going to probably switch back over to that Cremo beard oil. And then this is definitely going to be in the arsenal. Not this is shaving cream. I grabbed the wrong thing, but it's actually it looks just like this, but it's a beard strengthening product that I put in, and that helps to thicken up the beard and get that nice, healthy, nourished beard that grows like these guys right here. I'll be right back. Bow. Now, in this video, which I'm trying to keep within 15 minutes, I just had to say these one or two things, because my first beard or not to beard video was starring Adrian Broner, who in my opinion had one of the dopest beards in the boxing game. And I remember when he fought Manny Pacquiao, and Freddie Roach had a quick little interview where he said, you know, we decided to take away his beard. Whatever inconveniences, whatever thing, if you got a fighter that likes something or loves something or that makes them comfortable, you try to take it away. You give yourself as many advantages as possible. And I remember they did a whole part on Adrian Broner shaving off that beard. And I don't care what nobody say. Even though he tried to be like, yo, man, it'll grow back. And, you know, it ain't a thing. But look, mentally, I know for me, as a warrior going into a war, I want to look like a Viking. I want to look like a warrior. And if it's not up to me and somebody was to say you have to go shave, psychologically, it's going to have to put me in a whole nother different level to fight as a babyface. I mean, I know I could do it. That's life. C'est la vie. You got to do what you got to do. But I know psychologically, that was already that was one of his, if you're going to look at it as a chessboard, the beard is not just a pawn. The beard is probably a brook or something like that. And that got knocked over. You know what I'm saying? Or it was a knight. The beard is at least a knight. And the knight got knocked over on Adrian Broner's chessboard just like that. But, you know, if you look at some of these pictures of some of these guys that got these great beards in boxing, it just, you know, brings my attention to the beards in the boxing game. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Because Canelo Alvarez came into the game so young, man. When he fought Floyd Money Mayweather, he was like only 19 years old. He was a little baby face. And what happened when he fought Mayweather? He got schooled. And in my mind, when you look at Canelo Alvarez, you still got stuck in your mind. You got stuck as that little young kid that came in the game, that had a good name, who fought Floyd Mayweather too young and got schooled. What started to change that, other than his boxing ability, where he kept forging his legacy, what changed that for me in my mind is when he grew the beard. Especially the red beard. The red beard for a Mexican. I mean, he already had that ring of fire. But when he had the red beard, Oh, speaking of Ring of Fire, shouts out to, I just watched the movie Hellboy, the remake. Ah, crazy. That movie was dope. But anyways, Canelo Alvarez with the beard, I said, hey, man, that young pup, that young lion is starting to grow that mane, and that gave him a total different look to his game. And ever since then, he's been knocking people out, knocking people down. You can say whatever you want to say. I like Canelo Alvarez, and I salute to the beard. But Lamont Peterson had a great beard in the boxing game. You know what I'm saying? Did that help him when he fought my man Errol Spence? Oh, not so much, but maybe it did, because you know, that fight right there was that was a great fight, a great effort from Lamont Peterson, and it helped put Errol Spence on the map even more. I remember that fight had to be stopped because it was like a mercy stop. He wasn't going to quit, and Errol Spence was having to really hurt one of his best friends. But at the end of the day, I still salute the beard, G. What's this young guy coming up now? I'm gonna screw his name up because it's right off the top of my dome and I'm just waking up. This guy's just about to fight now. I'll look it up. I'll look up his name and say it. The young fighter coming up, making some noise in the welterweight division. I just heard he called out Terrence Bud Crawford, calling out Errol Spence and things of that nature. And I have to agree with, he knows the sports. Yes, man, you a little green. Come in the game, be humble, work your way up. You not ready. And this is the guy I'm talking about. Right there. Bow. Who else in the game with the beards? My man Swift Hurd, yo, see, he had the golden, you know what I'm saying, dreadlock joint. I'm glad he let that go. You know what I'm saying? When you get a haircut, sometimes it makes you a new man. Especially as you grow older, you want to look more mature. The beard was already looking dope on Swift, but that hair, I don't like the hair, the hair and the twist. I mean, to me, that's just, my son had that little hairstyle a few years ago, and he kind of grew out of it. So these fighters that still rocking that old, what's his name? What's that football player's name? Odell Beckham. When you still rocking the Odell Beckham look, it's like, come on, man. Move on with that. Keep the beard, cut the hair, and my man Swift Hurd, dope beard in the game. I salute, props, and hopefully you come back with this fight you got coming up now. I hope you start to rebuild, regain your momentum, and get back up there in the high ranks, man. I still think Swift is a threat. Maybe he should have cut that hair before he fought this man right here. J. Rock Williams. Salute to the beard. McGregor, you know what I'm saying? Not only the beard, the tattoos, the yada 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 say, but Conor McGregor with the beard, with the big, you know what I'm saying, red beard, that also made him look like a Viking warrior. Did it help him against Mayweather? Unfortunately, it did not. But it also helped Mayweather because he provided some kind of a contrast to Money Mayweather. And you think about a UFC fighter coming to boxing and challenging Floyd Money Mayweather and was able to make that fight as big as it was mostly because of Conor McGregor's personality and the way he jumps off the screen. And what helped him jump off the screen in my book was the beard. So I say in the boxing game, the beard stays. You hear me, Tyson Fury? In this rematch against Deontay Wilder, the beard stays, or else you're going to get knocked down in 6 rounds. I don't know if you're ever going to see Adrian Broner fight again, but if you ever fight again, homie, keep the beard. You dig? And this young guy that's coming into the game, salute to all the boxers coming up. Clarissa Shields coming up versus Ivana Habazin. I hope I get a chance to check that out. Get a chance to come back and talk to you guys about that fight. Unfortunately, you know, just not enough time in the world to talk about every single upcoming fight as it comes. But happy Friday. I'm sorry this video was so long. I just wanted to cover a little bit of content. And yeah, also, all my brothers out there in the beard game, get you one. And look, salute to the beards in boxing. This is Nocturnal Thoughts.
Hey, you niggas ain't wrong. I don't got none of that bullshit you telling me. King, you'll never be. I can see you niggas ain't wrong. Hell no, give a damn who you go and get. Real nigga know it, we can notice that you niggas ain't wrong.